Hi, everybody. It's me, Jordan Long here. And today I'm going to talk about, something that would probably, if it was done by normal people, would probably make no sense. Okay, call it Social Security hate. Now, I know I've made videos talking about this in the past, but you ever come across someone who takes offense to you being on something or is jealous or envious of you being on something, so they start making accusations up? Well, apparently, it happened to me once. Oh, I'm on Social Security disability handicap insurance. That's for people who have disabilities and handicaps and can't work full time, part time. You don't look disabled. You don't look like you have a handicap. Yeah, that's usually the first things. Usually that's the first comment. Now, people who have handicaps, yes, but even handicaps don't really tend to stick out. A handicap has to do with mobility, or it limits mobility. And then there's disability. But just like a handicap, a disability doesn't have it written on someone's forehead. A disability has to do with the way a person thinks, you know, I guess, or the way they behave. It's kind of hard to define it, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Jordan says, why do you think I'm on that program? Well, I think you're committing fraud. You know, you, well, how can I be committing fraud when I get re-evaluated so many times? Jordan says, when I gotta write down when I have to give them a written statement of where my earnings are going to, my benefits. Then I gotta do a re-evaluation and tell them that, hey, this is where I went to the doctor and a dentist in my appointment. Yes, my disability stayed the same. No, I haven't worked full-time or part-time. All that. But of course, a person like you would know all that stuff. And it's true. A person doesn't know all those things, so they make assumptions, you know, and they think and I have been accused of frauding the system, and that's certainly not true. And apparently they think that, I don't deserve it. They think that just makes me lazy. And plus I have, autism spectrum disorder. You just made that up. That was just a fancy title for being lazy. Well, lazy I'm not, Jordan says. I do a lot, besides working part-time as an actress, running my motion picture company. I do a lot of stuff to be productive. Hell, I do probably the same normal stuff that everybody else does when, lazy, certainly not. Okay? And trust me, autistic spectrum disorder is a real condition that real people do suffer from. And guess what, Jordan says? If you're envious or jealous of me having Social Security disability handicap insurance, that's your choice. Okay? But if you think I'm frauding the system or you think I don't deserve it, that's your opinion. But I don't gotta justify, defend, or explain why I got it. And being on Social Security program isn't a big deal. We all know that one day you're going to be on Social Security's retirement old age survivor insurance, right? And you're going to not, and I certainly am not going to be a creep to you and accuse you of all kinds of things. But in reality, Jordan says, I usually find myself justifying, defending, and explaining it, when in reality, I don't have to. Okay? Now, if it was somebody, would say, from the Internal Revenue Service, for example, or someone from the Department of the Treasury, or even the Social Security Administration themselves, then yeah. But a normal person, no. So that's about it for me. Jordan says, tell me if that happens to you. It probably doesn't, because normal people probably don't, have issue over it. So that's about it for me. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you enjoyed this video.